Hi Cam, I wanted to jump on the phone with you to actually talk to you about this opportunity. But since you ask, here's a video that will explain how your brand is doing as well as your assets. That will review your website and give you a few actionable steps to improve your website, as well as a few marketing and strategies ideas. Are you ready? So first of all, I've Googled driving school Surrey, which is most likely what people would be looking for when they're looking for a driving school around Surrey. So as you can tell, you're showing nowhere near the top. Just to give you an idea of what it means, it usually means that you don't get any visits. So about 90% of the traffic goes to the first result, whether it's in the map or usually it's the first search result, and then the rest of the traffic is pretty much shared with all the other links. So here you're missing out on opportunities. Cam, I also wanted to mention that I saw a few days ago when I replied to your email, or when I sent you the initial email, that another driving school was actually appearing in paid traffic. That means they pay to appear when someone's looking for driving school. However, as I said in my email, when I searched specifically for a quick success driving school, they came up, and that driving school was Karun, Karun driving school, and that is not. That's the game. Is that if you advertise when someone clicks search for driving school, you'll appear in the top of search result. However, if you don't do it right, and maybe that was the case when they did it, they may spend a lot of money and not getting any return. So once again, I can also help you with advertising online. So if you haven't tried Google advertising, or if you haven't tried social media advertising, where it seems that lots of your users are, I can actually help you get more traffic coming from social media as well as Google. However, once you actually look for your driving school, a quick success driving school, then obviously you show up on top, which is what the normal behavior. So your website shows up first. Here again, it's your website again with all your testimonials, so it brings a lot of value. And then you have Yelp. And here the fourth link that still appears though is on the top of the page is findadrivingschool.ca. Then you have Facebook with a rating of 4.4, but on that one, as you can tell, you only have 3.2. Here with Google, which is very strong, you have 4.6. So kudos for that. This is great. However, here you can tell there's an opportunity already is to improve your rating on that website specifically. Why? Because people will look at Facebook, they will look at this website, and they will look at here, and they will try to understand why you have such a low rating here. Number two is, once again, if we look at those three combined, overall your reviews are pretty good. Number two, if we jump on into the images, once again, it looks really trustworthy because you have a lot of feedback from or photos of your students posing in front of your car and with their certificate and so on, and that's really nice. However, here I can see a big issue. This picture, as you can tell, if we look back here, is the first picture that they would see. This doesn't look professional. Your phone number is not straight. Your student driver is not straight. Your car is the car is mostly dirty. You can tell here that it changed. Here you put a towel to cover your plate. There's many ways you can improve this picture, and one of them is to simply put the name of your driving school here. So if you don't have a sign that says the name of your driving school, I can easily cover your plate with the name of your driving school. Plus, I also want to mention that it doesn't really give a full picture of what your car is and its whole capabilities. So I would suggest to upload more pictures. Let's move on to your website. Once again, talking about your brand and asset. Your logo looks just fine enough. It's clear who you are, a quick success driving school, and that's great. Well, now a few things I want to mention is here, your 24-hour service. I think it could be misleading, especially if you're not ready to give a training class at 11 p.m. or if you're not ready to answer a phone call at 11 p.m., then do not say it's 24-hour service. It will be misleading to the customer, and you may have bad feedback because of that. Number two is those images in the back. From what I understood, you have a Toyota. However, one of those pictures is actually another car brand here. I don't think it's really relevant. I think it confuses the customer. If you or your students, if you had two different cars, then tell them you have two different cars available. However, if you only have one, and that's a Toyota, then be honest with them and tell them, hey, you have a Toyota. Your model is the 2014 model, and you have two steer drive or two-wheel drive. The next thing I can see here is that, see, this is an image. This is not really friendly. And therefore, you're probably missing out on calls. Same thing here with those icons. This is probably a great source of information for your students. However, it's not clickable. It doesn't go anywhere. And therefore, people get confused. It's like, well, you're showing icons while you're driving school. What are those icons for? What can you tell us about those icons? If you only want to tell what those icons for when you book a class, then say it up front somewhere here. Here, once again, the video is not right. You have to turn your head to actually watch the video. No one's gonna risk their neck while watching your video. So make sure that however, you have a lot of good video that you could use, and I would love to help you gather some of those videos and make a beautiful video for your driving school. So here's an opportunity. The fourth one is the fact that your website is not mobile friendly. And that's probably why you don't show up anywhere close to the search results, especially because you have good reviews. What it is to have a website is not mobile friendly? It's just the fact that if we go on a cell phone, and you can try it out from your cell phone right now, your website doesn't look right. It doesn't look anything like a mobile website, a mobile friendly website should look like. It should be responsive, which means that it adapts to the size of the screen. And Google thinks this is very important. The websites that are ranked at the very top of search results are always user-friendly websites. So here's a good takeaway for you. The last thing I want to mention is the fact that here you have a counter, which kind of is old technology, I would say, but nevertheless, I hope that you're tracking your visits, your analytics. And if you're not, I'll be happy to help you with that as well. Maybe the last thing that I want to mention here is the fact that overall I think you have a lot of content, but I think there's a better place than a singular page to actually show your testimonials. Your testimonials should show here, right here in the middle, and not in a single page, because what are the chances that people actually go on that page? The other opportunity here is your prices. That list of prices is very confusing, and I would love to help you build a website that actually shows your prices in a way better way. Just that is very clear, that makes it very easy for our students to understand, and that is not confusing. And so you just have to pick wherever you want to be trained. If you're in Surrey Newton, then pick option 1, and then you only see the price for Surrey Newton. However, if you're in Vancouver, then you'll pick the Vancouver options. And the fact that Vancouver and Maple Ridge, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't make any sense, because those two destinations are so far apart that people that live in Maple Ridge will probably not see that you offer your services in Maple Ridge, just because you associate it with Vancouver. Once again, those are like very simple strategies, and you have more advanced that you won't be able to do by yourself. And I'm sure that I'll be able to help you with all of these. Here again, it's another image. I think you have an opportunity to make your contact information more prominent. So at a glance, I think your brand overall is great. Your colors, your logo, simple, easy to understand. Number 2, I think you have really good reviews, and I would make sure that your reviews are great on every website. So I'm talking Facebook, Google, Find a Driving School, etc. Number 3, your website is nothing where it should be for at the level that it should be for a driving school with such good reviews. Especially if you want to go to the next level of your driving school, you need to have a website that is a lot more user-friendly. I hope that you're getting a lot of your business through word of mouth and referrals, but nevertheless, you need to be able to have a website that shows the quality of the service that you offer. And I'll be happy to help you create a responsive website that is mobile friendly, that is user friendly, that is clear. And I'll also be happy to help you create content for your website. So all of this information here and much more can be accessible to your students at any time. Content will also help you to try to drag more traffic to your website. Number 4, the ability that you should always know who's coming on your website. I am sure today that if we were to compare how many visitors you have on your website and how many are actually leaving your website without calling you, taking actions, clicking anywhere, you would be very surprised. And if you don't have if you don't have that info today, you're actually losing money. Once again, I'll be happy to help you with that. So, as I said, we could have jumped on the phone to discuss about these opportunities, but I hope this will help. In the meantime, I'd like to know from you how satisfied you are with your current student activity. Are you getting enough students? Do you actually want to get more? Are you satisfied with your current marketing? Do you actually want to improve your marketing so to get more students and therefore more money in your pocket? What's the next step for your driving school? What are you thinking about doing next? What's your goal for the next year? So I'll be happy to help you with all of that and to just establish marketing strategies that will help you to get to your goals. In the meantime, you know my phone number, 604-358-2540. Give me a call or reply to my email when you get the chance. Thank you.